What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back, all the Smash heads recovering from this delicious Frostbite weekend. What's up? Welcome back to Button Check, powered by Mainline.gg. I'm Banjo.
I'm Drago.
And I am Bobbles.
And welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, and wow. What a weekend. The Frostbite weekend is the second official super major that's happened for Smash Ultimate, and we found out a lot about this game. We found out a lot about some specific players, and I went there, and it was my first super major, and I was just like, yo, like I'm I ain't got nothing to say, to be honest with you. Like I'm completely floored from the experience. I flew in late Thursday night. We left early Monday morning. I want to share my personal experience, but I do want some feedback from the outside looking in. So let's start with you, Draco. So what you think about Frostbite 2019, dog? I know you watched it.
As a viewer, having 3 streams was crazy good. Like, that's so unprecedented. So for pools and doubles, you saw a lot more sets than you normally would. And then to see all of top 48 on stream really helps. And then, it not only was I able to watch everything, a lot of the sets were entertaining, and a lot of them were upsets. I mean, we had Meme popping off, we had Light popping off, Wishes popping off, like Captain Zach got 97th, just as a preview is like what the results were. Like Samsora got 13th, which is like funny to say because 13th is pretty good. Like if we would have said anyone got 13th, we'd be like, dang, they're good. But Samsora getting 13th seems wild, and man, like it was just what an event. Like it was so fun to watch.
Go ahead, Bobbles. Go ahead, Bobbles. It's open forum,
dude.
Bobbles. Just look at you. You can't even.
Dude.
Are you still?
I love Super Smash Brothers Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch.
Same.
Every big tournament we have, something amazing happens, something new happens, and it's fresh. It's not like I was watching Frostbite, and I could think of a few separate times where I'm just like, wow, like this character is insane, or this character or this player's insane, or this game is so good, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know when the honeymoon phase in a video game or in a competitive scene is supposed to stop, and I can start accepting the game for what it is. But like, dude, I'm riding this wave at least till Genesis 7. Like at the rate we're going, dude. Frostbite was an amazing tournament. Watching all of top 48 on stream was fantastic. Like
Genesis 7.
So I don't think there was a moment I wasn't entertained. Like this is a crazy tournament, and like I thought we would get a good idea of where like the upper echelon of players are going to end up, but like I don't know, dude. Frostbite left me more good questions and answers, I think.
For sure, and we're going to touch on that in a little bit, but my general experience with the whole with Frostbite in general is number one in Detroit. Pack for winter like it's actually winter. Actually, excuse me, don't pack like it's actually winter. Frame 1, when you can get the hotel venue, do it. Number 1, that's frame 1. That matter of fact, that's on startup. You should literally get the closest possible hotel. If it's hotel venue, then do that. I would do that. Remo told me he literally hammers the point home across every major that we go to. Like, bro, we need to get the closest hotel possible. If we need to get the venue hotel. He literally hammers that point home across, and he got it, but I didn't, and I paid for it because walking to that venue was literally like walking in what's that movie, The Day After Tomorrow. That's what it was like walking to the venue to go to Frostbite. Now once we got to the venue, it was beautiful. It was wonderful. We had the first floor had 2 different rooms for friendlies and in side events. You know what I'm saying? So then the side events ran round the clock for 2 straight days for Friday and Saturday, and it was just so many setups. It was just an amazing place that like you could play anywhere. Tabletop was there if that was your thing. You know what I'm saying? It was just their way of trying to accommodate just about everyone. And then you went to the goodie room, which was like one floor up. Nobody used the elevators. We all used the stairs to go one floor up, two floors up. And ironically enough, like that floor was called TR. Haha. Anyway, but like the room was like super super big. They had two projectors with what you said, Dragon Knight. They had the two separate screens. You know what I'm saying, for two separate streams. And I think that's going forward. I think that's genius. You know what I'm saying, because it allows the viewer and allows us in general to cover the whole the whole spread,
Oh
right?
yeah.
It allows us to make sure that like we get every possible match viewed and televised. So I think that's a really really good idea. I think it's a really good thing they did. Um, the staff was great. Remo can attest to that. Like the only weird thing that happened was that
I know what you're gonna say.
a bum with a goat got
Yep,
in
that
the
I knew you were gonna say that.
he got a live goat. He First off, you in downtown Detroit. How in the hell did you get a goat?
Look,
How?
man, he needed milk.
No, there is no look, man. We're in a major metropolitan area. There is no way, and we're in Detroit. There is no way you should. How you even got a goat makes me
Man,
think
there
that you're
has to
some.
be a zoo in Detroit.
So you're saying the bum from Detroit stole a goat from a zoo with
See, you
with the
never know.
security.
You
Then
never
the
know.
zoo from the security need to be fired, and maybe from the Frostbite perspective, we should reattach the security in that as well. But there's that was the only like weird offsetting thing that I would say. But other than that, the experience was absolutely amazing. Like it's one thing to watch it, but to actually be there, you can feel the energy of the crowd. You can feel like the aura of like competition. It's an absolutely amazing experience. It was wonderful, meeting all of these top players and personalities of the Smash universe. In reality of it all, they're literally people just like us. And they're all so down to earth. I talked to a bunch of people and they're all just so welcoming and nice, and they have, so much to offer when it comes to Smash experience, especially if they're not from your region, because I've talked to people from Detroit, California, Canada. Like it's just wild how like it feels like, in a way, the whole world was literally at this tournament. If you really think about it, like you had people from Europe, Japan, um, the UK. You had people from all over the US, Canada, Mexico. Like, if you really think about it, the entire world was really at this tournament.
Mhm.
And, like, honestly, the way things are looking this year for Smash Brothers, if you have an opportunity to go to any super major featuring this game, CEO, Evo, SmashCon, any of the 2GG sagas, any of the Dream Hacks, you should go.
Oh
You
yeah.
should go. You should pick one, take some buddies, and then just have a good time. Have a good time because experience wise, from like a person who dips, I should say, I dipped my feet in Smash when I went to CEO, right? But CEO is a game with everything. But from a guy who has never been to a Smash major, 100% you should definitely find a super major that you want to go to and go to it, right? I think Frostbite is amazing. So shout outs to the wonderful staff, Vayseth and Jash and everybody else. And I will the 10 out of 10, 100%. The minute that gets confirmed for next year and I can register, I will be at Frostbite 2020 free. I will be there. And not only that, but like the competition in that tournament was ridiculous. And it's just like a lot of people, they didn't do bad. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody who placed top 100 in this game. I mean, top 100 in this tournament for singles. You are basically just you are a threat. You are a legitimate threat. But speaking of that, let's pop into the next topic, the segue topic, which is Tweek versus MKLeo. So grand finals, right? First off, shouts out to my man's Remo for making a silly bet betting on MKLeo. I won $10 off of him. Thank you, sir. So Tweek versus MKLeo. So what'd you think? What'd you think, Drago?
All right, so to preface it, obviously, if people don't know, Tweek versus Leo at all in this game. It hasn't happened yet because at Genesis 6, sadly, Tweek got 9th, losing to ESAM and I believe the Buzz or whoever. Yeah, ESAM the Buzz. So we haven't seen it. And on to beat Cosmos in winner semis to get to winners finals, and MKLeo had to beat Myron, who top 8 Myron. Like we'll talk about that as well later. So we finally see Tweek versus MKLeo, and I think personally, I think the set to watch is winners finals because that was a game 5 set, a 3-0. But it was fun to see. It was fun to finally see it, especially in winners finals, because in winners finals it was a counterpick war. First of all, with it not only being a counterpick war, like there's a game 5 and then there's like a game 5 where like almost every game is a completely different character. And so that's basically what we got in winners finals. Tweek wins 3-2 in winners finals. So then Leo drops the losers. He beats Myron again. So Myron got 3rd. Spoilers. Leo goes all Lucina and Grands and gets 3-0'd by Tweek's Wario. And Tweek won with Wario in winners finals as well. And I think it kind of solidified Tweek as number 1 for now. He's won. Banjo's dying over there. He's just dying over there. He's like, "What? Leo's not 1? I can't."
I can't, bro. Listen,
Yeah,
I actually just realized like something I gotta talk about. That's why I spit up that water like that. It reminded me of something hilarious, but I'll tell you in a little bit.
Okay. It was legendary because like towards the end of Smash 4, that was all we were seeing. Really, it was Leo versus Tweek, Leo versus Tweek, Leo versus Tweek, and then it took 2.5 months, like almost 3 months, to finally see Leo versus Tweek in this game. And then Tweek did it with Wario, a character that a lot of people think is very good, versus Lucina Ike, which people also think are very, very good. But no matter how good you think those characters are, the fact that Wario does not outright beat him, in fact, he probably loses to both those characters. So to see Tweek overcome how bad it is, we'll see. But like I at least personally, I cannot see how Wario could win it. At best, it'd be even, but even then, I think that's giving Wario too much credit. So like, it's crazy to see how 55-45, he made it look like a 60-40 in his favor sometimes. And I think it was great redemption for Tweek. Also light a fire under Leo's belt. He's like, damn, I really got rocked by Tweek. I think he got reverse 3-0'd, and then he got 3-0'd. Like, that hurts you. Even though you're happy you got second, you're happy for Tweek because you're friends, and you're like,
you know,
as a predator, your pride. You're like, dang, I got bodied. Like, this is not okay, even if it's only the only time it happens.
Yeah,
so I'm very curious to see what happens.
And in winners finals, Tweek gave Leo the gimme game because he gave him a game because he went DK first game.
Yeah, you're right.
He went DK first game, lost with Lucina the second game, and then Tweek was like, all right. I really
went Wolf, I think, right?
Nah, that man went all Wario.
Oh yeah, he went DK, went Wario, basically throws away the second game because he had it. It should have been 1-1. And then
it was a miss
Leo wins. Yeah, he missed waft, so then he that should have won the game, and he had a lead and choked it. And then game 3, he's about to lose, does an insane comeback, and then wins the next 2 games. As far as I remember, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Oh, Tweek is just insane. Tweek is crazy.
Go ahead, Bobbles. What you think, dog?
I mean, I think every game needs like a good rivalry. Like even if you look back at like all of Melee, there was always some sort of rivalry going on. Like there was in the early days, it was like what PC Chris and Ken, right? And then it evolved into like the gods started rising up, and even then the gods kind of had their own little back and forth. Like Armada M2K, Armada Mango was always really big. PP when he was around had really good sets with M2K and stuff like that. So for Smash 4, a majority of Smash 4 was, Zero and Nairo. Zero was the undefeated champion, and Nairo was the challenger, always chasing him. And eventually, it turned into a really good rivalry. When Nairo caught up and they were trading sets and everything like that. But Tweek and Leo ultimately by the end of the game was like the rivalry. It was the number 1 and number 2. When that last PGR came out, you had Leo at 1, Tweek at 2. And for a while, no one really knew who number 1 and number 2 were going to be. That was a toss up for I think the first like 75% of that season. And so now we're in a point where like we finally got to see the match. We finally got to see these two kind of duke it out. And dude, I don't know if it's going to be a rivalry unless MKLeo becomes like the god, the little god that we know that he is. Because like Drago said, the first set was close. Second set was a 3-0.
Yeah.
And it takes a little
Really close either.
There were definitely a couple 2 stocks in that 3-0 from what I remember. So like, I'm not gonna draw an entire conclusion from just 2 sets, but if they meet up again and it's the same thing, because not many people can say they 3-0 Leo and like a solid 3-0 on top of that,
Yeah.
To if they meet up again, say at like even at Summit, which isn't like the most competitive thing in the world. No, Tweek's not going to Summit. I forget.
Well, he could be.
He could eventually. Hopefully, I pray to all the deities that it happens, except for Palutena. But
I hate
but if they meet at Summit, or if they meet at the next tournament that they both go to, and it's another 3-0, it's another like solid like hands giving by Tweek. I mean, we might need somebody else to fight Tweek, because if
because it's gonna get boring.
Yeah, like if Leo just keeps getting clapped, especially in Wario versus Sword characters, even if he does pull the cloud out, if Tweek's Wario is still 3-0ing or 3-1ing or whatever against Leo, then is it really? I don't know if it's really much of a rivalry anymore.
Being real with you, I feel like the only person who could possibly contest Tweek is Cosmos, and that's just because they live together. Especially if they're gonna if it's gonna be like this open ended. Like, to think that I gave you a game and I still won 6 straight after that.
Yeah, essentially.
I gave you a game and I won 6 straight games after that. So if this was a first to 7, you lost 6-1 because I'm tweaking, I'm godlike. So I feel like the only person who was gonna contest him, no gimme game, the only person to make him switch to Wolf, a top 10 character, was Cosmos. So I would have to say that Cosmos might be the only one that could contest him in this long run. But being 100% completely real, got to keep it a buck. I feel like this game is wide open.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And I think it's gonna be that way all the way until run is over. With the way the game is built, the way that all these characters have just, there's still just a bunch of stuff about a bunch of characters that we really just don't know yet. Case in point, loser semifinals between Shuton and Myron. There's just a bunch of stuff that we didn't know that we can do. There's a bunch of characters that have been just like not completely discovered to the highest level yet, and it's because of that reason that I think that this game is going to be the number 1 for this game is going to be wide open, and I think that is that is when the games are the most fun. That's what made like season 3 of Street Fighter V the most fun because
Yeah.
nobody know who was number one. It's what made
Mhm.
season 1 and season 1 of Tekken and season 1 of Dragon Ball Fighters super exciting because nobody knew who was the number one, and
Yeah.
it was like that for a full year. Everybody thinks it's Tweek now, but what if Cosmos wins Splash and Smash or DreamHack? Or what if or what if
Element.
or what if Myron ends up winning one of the super majors? Like
Mhm.
it's like it's wide open and it's gonna be like that. And I hope it stays like this. And because of the fact that we're always gonna get patches, we're always gonna get new characters and stuff like that. It's ever evolving because this is literally just the start. It's the tip of the iceberg yet. It's
Oh, for
like
sure.
Sure.
And the way we're looking at it, like right now, the guy with the best result in Ultimate right now hasn't even won a big event. It's light. This man's top 8 at every big tournament he's gone to. He's the most
At the
consistent
most.
player,
Yeah.
yeah, in the entire world right now. Thank God he got picked up finally. You know,
yeah.
so
So my man, shout out Rogue Gaming, picked my play.
like we're looking at a game where it's just like it may not be the guy that wins this major or this major. It may be the dude that was a top 8 at all. So as this tournament as the season kind of winds through, you know, people start figuring their way out, start getting these more and more consistent placings. Like man, this is gonna be a crazy first PGR, guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think we're gonna. I mean, obviously, there's gonna have to be a number one for the PGR. Stats wise, we'll probably see it, and like, it could be the thing where it'll end up being like Tweek won 4 or 5 majors and Leo only won 3, and but they're like whenever they didn't win, they basically both got second to each other. So like, it's like, yeah, let's say Tweek wins the number one, but it's
Mhm.
like Tweek wasn't winning everything. Like Leo won a couple, and maybe Sam stole one, and Olimar got another. Like, there's definitely going to be someone more than likely because Tweek and Leo have already shown pretty damn consistent results. I mean, Tweek's already won 3, Leo's won 2, got second on together. Like, it's more than likely one of them is going to win more than one major this season, and probably for the entirety of the game.
Mhm.
But I don't think it's going to be 0 levels of dominance. Like 0-1, 56 tournaments in a row. And like 10 or 12 of those were regionals or bigger. Like that's crazy. It was probably more than 10 or 12 of those. Like that streak, and it might have been more than 56 tournaments. That streak was insane. Like that man won every major for a year straight minimum. Like we already can't. Well, I guess it could start now with Tweek, but the likelihood of that happening is not very high because there's so many sets that need to happen that Leo has played blank person, or vice versa. Leo hasn't played Cosmos. Tweek hasn't played Nairo. Leo hasn't played the Buzz. You know, Tweek didn't play Myron. Who knows? Maybe if Tweek ended up choking the reverse 3-0, Myron beats Tweek because he did lose to the Buzz. Boom.
Yeah.
It's a Myron versus Leo Grands. Leo probably would have won with 2 sets, but I mean, that would have been Tweek third instead of winning, you know?
Mhm.
So Mars versus Tweek, Mars versus MKLeo, Light versus Tweek. Like, so many sets haven't happened. Well, no, I guess Light versus Tweek happened at Frostbite, but you get my drift. Like, there's so many
Yeah.
sets within, like, the top players. Like, we played this max of the top 48 at Frostbite. There's so many other
Yeah.
players that he has to play. Like, I understand Tweek's a god, and if I was a betting man, which I am, I would put my money on Tweek versus most of those players. But I'm also not ignorant to the fact that Captain Zach wasn't in top 48. But if Tweek and Captain Zach played, I know Zach could take a set. I know Sam could take a set. I know Meme playing really well. Boom, he could take a set. Like Captain L, and Waddy, like anything's possible with those
Mhm.
top 48 at a bare minimum. So
Yeah.
I
Because
just
if you
want
look
like
at
even if he's number one, I just want to see more sets. Like I don't mind there being a dominant number one as long as he has cracks in his armor sometimes. So if Tweek is winning basically everything, but that man could drop a set to not even like just Leo or like the Buzz, but that man will drop a set to like a Meme or like a Captain L, a Tachyon, the game's gonna be so spicy.
Mhm.
I mean, the game is spicy. I feel like the game is spicy enough already just
Oh yeah.
because just because it's just like, okay, so now we have a big dog in Tweek, and it's just gonna be like who can take him down next is really the big question. So if Tweek goes to Prime Soccer, who can up end Tweek? Or if Tweek goes to Summit, who can stop Tweek from winning? That's gonna be the storyline for the next month, and I'm very that's gonna be the storyline for the next couple of months, and I'm very excited to see. But I gotta give a big shout out to some of these people who compete in bracket. And so first of all, big ups to Myron, who double eliminated Shuton. But Shuton definitely did not make it easy for him, especially when he down aired a Pikmin off stage.
Crazy.
When that as Richter Belmont. First off, you pulled out Richter Belmont in bracket. I ain't see none of that at all. Then
But they're a hard character.
Then you do a stunt like you down there the yellow Pikmin to recover. Listen.
Like we have the clip of the downer. Like it's crazy how
bro.
amazing.
I want people to look at this clip and tell me that this ain't big brain.
This is like
it was crazy because like if you just look at it, like Myron didn't even have to throw the Pikmin. It's kind of just habit. But then Shuton, like first of all, people act like it was guaranteed to for sure make the bounce. It was not guaranteed. It was on his chest. Like it could, if it was a couple pixels higher, it might have not hit the Pikmin, and he would have just shoot and died. So like, not only was it smart to go for it, super risky too. I think he might have been dead regardless. So technically, he had to go for the risk no matter what. But a lot of players, I would have died. Like when in a traditional fighter, you wouldn't have blocked. I would have died. I would have been like, damn, I didn't make it. Oh well.
Yeah, I wouldn't have played Richter Belmont in that situation, but it's more just me. It was definitely a tease though when he made it back and then didn't win that game.
Yeah, it was crazy because was that his last stock? I cannot remember, but like it had to have been.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Close,
but like
he brought it back close, but then Myron clutched it out, and it was like, oh,
and then like the fact that like Myron, he did not have an easy road to get to losers finals.
Oh, no.
He did not have an easy road at all. So it just like speaks to him as a testament as a player and how much he can grow. He said he was the best Pikmin. He said he was the best Olimar on Earth, and I'm inclined to believe it.
Beating Shuton the Ditto is one way to prove it.
That is a great way to prove it.
He beat Larry. He beat Light. He beat Wishes. Wishes did great. He beat Sansora, got 9th. Like he Wishes showing he might be the best Pokemon trainer. Tied with like Ned and Leffen. Like, well, Leffen's dropping the character like a dummy, but that aside, like like so good. And honestly, I'm a little biased because I see through the lines. If you watch the winners final set. Or winner semis, Myron versus MKLeo, there were so many times Myron was like actually dominating, and then Leo would get a nair at 60 and kill Myron, and like the momentum 140, Myron's at like 50-40, and then nair up air, and Myron dies, and he loses the game for it, and it's like, huh?
Yeah, Ike is a good character. I mean, I don't know what you like.
Look, both these characters. While I'll agree that like it was like both those characters are amazing, and that's just like it sucks too because like first of all, those all of them are like 0 to 60s or whatever with up smash to up smash. No way in any Smash game on Earth should a character's up smash ever convert into another up smash. I'm
not worried about it. 3.0, you all of them done. Sorry. That's getting.
I don't think so, man.
This is Pikmin. They're going from little shanks to wet napkins. That's
literally.
Hey, I wouldn't complain, but I don't think it's happening.
No, it's definitely happening. You don't get 2 purple Pikmin, and you don't get to confirm in the up smash twice and get away with it for an entire game. No,
if they're at 0 and you run up smash, you get another up smash and a guaranteed up air, and you can get a second up air, which does like 0 to 56, and it's crazy because up smash is like safe on shield. Oh, all the more
I'm watching this Olimar play, and I'm just like, bro, like if Shauna's watching this or if Bill Freeman is watching this, then Houston's done. Houston is finished. It doesn't matter that it does not matter that Isman uses Wario or Rob, and it doesn't matter that especially that deluxe menu uses Bowser. Like that don't matter either. Like Olimar is a dumb character, a very very good character, and like you just get to do essentially what feels like whatever you want. That thing blocks paint from Inkling.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why
Why
you have all this?
Yeah, I don't care about. I understand there is an Olimar skill ceiling. Like I'm aware. Like you got your Pikmin cancels or whatever. I gotta memorize the order. I gotta remember it's blue, red, yellow, white, purple. I understand that, but I watched some of the confirms Myron did, and I'm just like, who let this little spaceman run all over? And I mean, then I'm just like, I was like, this character's so busted, and then like you said earlier, Drago, Leo gets nair to up air at 60, and then Olimar just Olimar gets like Thanos snapped, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember one time it was like game 4 or 3, and I don't know why this confirm exists, but I think it was on Battlefield or like a platform stage, and it's like nair up air. Why does that work? Why does nair combo into another nair with a platform there, and then that combos into up air? And then Olimar's so light, and he can't really do anything against the sword, and he just dies. And I'm like, okay.
This is the game of nairs. Like literally in the crowd, like during top, like whenever it was like a Palutena, Wario, Wolf, Olimar was like, "Hey, watch out, he's gonna nair!" Like, and immediately after he got hit into that, especially since DSR was not in effect,
which is oof.
And people were literally going to platform stages twice when it benefited them. You were gonna get hit with Ike, nair up air. You were gonna get hit with Wolf, nair to down smash. You were gonna get hit with Wario, nair double hit, up air, clap, platform reset, another up air, clap, and waft. It's disgusting. It's absolutely not fair, and that is why I am maining Wario when I come back. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. Wario. Mm-hmm. All right, I believe you.
The man's too. He's too ugly for me, dude. He can't be
ugly.
Ain't nothing ugly. Ain't nothing ugly about a 0 to 60. Ain't nothing ugly.
To get called carried again, bro. People say Bayo is crazy. When I seen Wario hitting nair once, getting 0 to 60s, I'm like, oh look, it's Bayo, dude.
I did feel bad for Tamim though when he hit Peachy with fair 1, 2, 3 at like 100 and it didn't kill.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not saying buff this character because I'm not trying to live through that again. My heart can't take it. I'm fragile.
Just fix your moves.
Just like, if I hit anybody with a fair at the top of any platform at 100, especially that little demon rat.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it.
I didn't play Bayo, so it's not my problem. But I feel empathy, I guess, because Bowser exists in Melee and Brawl. Well, he doesn't exist. He's in the code of the game, but he may as well not be in the character selection.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like. It's just there's so many things wrong with her, but it's also like I do not want to. Oh well.
Anyway, so yeah, Frostbite, crazy tournament. I think there were a lot of good things, a lot of different things. We are kind of our boy Banjo. I don't know if maybe didn't pay a Suddenlink bill or something like that, but he's having some technical difficulties. But we'll wrap things up for you guys. I guess now we can move on to kind of what's next for Smash Ultimate. It's coming up this weekend. We got taken a look at. Drago, looks like we got Ultimate Nimbus.
Yes, we do.
Which is be a very interesting tournament. There is more than just a cash prize on the line. It sounds like there is the final spot to the Smash Ultimate Summit. Looks like we got some good people there. We got Larry. We got Banjo. We got Samsora, Tweek, Mars. We got Salem, Larry,
Prodigy. Eon, like a
Mhm.
lot of people. I
God,
know
you're being
Mars and
kidding
Tweek
me.
are going, trying to get their spot into the summit, but then you also have Prodigy, who was so close to getting voted into summit, and also had an insane run at G6. And you have like a lot of the SoCal locals, and then potentially
Hello?
people like Sam, Tweek, obviously that want their spot there.
Mhm.
And we'll have to see how it pans out. Should be like a solid 200, 250 man tournament, which is a good precursor to Summit. And it'll be hype because no matter what, a deserving player is probably going to get that Summit spot, right? Like,
For
even
sure.
let's say for the potentials, which was Mars, Samsora, Tweek, if they don't go, you have Salem, Larry, and Esam and Prodigy going. It would
Right.
be
Yeah.
great
Like.
Summit picks, right? So, like, yeah, it would be, I think, in everyone's mind, we would love Tweek or Mars specifically to get to Summit. But,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not going to complain if Esam is there. I mean, you got top 8 at Genesis 6. The dude's obviously still a monster, and he's a personality, and it'd be great to watch at Summit. But, it should be a good little tournament. But I mean, it's basically what it is. It's basically just a precursor to Summit. It's not inherently massive. It's not inherently super stacked. It's kind of top heavy, but it'll be fun to watch for sure in the top 8s. And then we'll see how exactly it turns out and who gets the final Summit spot, because Summit's 2 weeks away.
For sure. So I guess we can go down the line. Like, who do you think's gonna get the Summit spot, and who do you want to get the Summit spot?
Well, I'm looking at this. Yeah, I'm back. But I'm looking at this and like the summit, and it's just like this is all interesting. But the real reason why we have summit is because we want to see these personalities interact with each other. We want to
Mhm.
see these guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see anyone like, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to see any. I don't want to see this be boring, I guess. But if I had to pick one person that definitely who's gonna win the summit like outright, right now it's definitely out of the 15 here, it's definitely looking like the smart money is on Cosmos.
Really?
Being
Not
real,
Leo?
it's either Cosmos or Leo. That's what I would say. It's between those two.
Well, who do you think is going to win the spot from Nimbus for the final spot? Because you have Tweek, Mars, Larry, Esam, Salem, Stroder, Prodigy, AC, now going by Armando, Eon, like people that are that could be good. Leffen's going. He can't win the spot. I forgot that Leffen's going. That's very important. Well, Leffen can't win the spot, but I mean, he could end up ruining either Tweek or Mars's life by maybe he goes to losers, and then bam, for whatever reason they're there, and then Leffen's like, "Well, your hopes of being the highest placing to get the summit spot."
Yeah,
Tweek's gonna win the
that's
summit spot. I think Tweek's probably gonna win the tournament, but we'll
yeah,
see.
that's what I was gonna say. That's kind of messed up. How like this is like the the 0-13 team that like if they beat you twice in division, like you can't go to the playoffs. Like
Yeah,
this is that type of thing, bro. I don't like that, to be honest with you.
That's what happened to my team in the NFL season. We were riding high, and then we somehow finished at 8-7-1. We didn't make the playoffs because we lost to a bunch of 6-10 teams.
Nah,
yeah,
that's
the
not.
Vikings suck,
They do. No, they don't suck. They just need an O-line.
bro. I'm mad. The Broncos. We got the 6-6, and then
Y'all trash.
I was like, "Ooh, we got playoff hopes," and then
Y'all were never going. Don't
nothing.
worry about it.
Hey,
Y'all
you
were
got
never going.
So
We
mad.
went 13-3. Case. I figured you guys could do something too. So
They sucked.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
All right,
looking.
that's why we have Flacco now. Anyway, Nimbus. Yeah, I mean,
Nimbus, like
potentially, this would be
God,
the
that's so.
worst tournament to do bad.
Yeah, that's
This
what
would
I'm
be the worst
saying.
tournament to be bad.
That's so not cool. So like, for who else needs to get in? Tweek or who else? Like,
There's one spot, and the two main people going that most people want to see at Summit are Tweek and Mars, which are not in. But then you still have Esam, who is in, as far as I know. Is he in?
Leffen, Mango. Come on.
Is in. So like people that are registered that are in, which I know Leffen for a fact is in. So like in a perfect, let's say I don't think Leffen is third seed, but let's say in a world where it's Tweek, Mars, Leffen, and then beats Mars in like losers or winner semis.
mm-hmm.
If literally anyone that isn't like or whatever outplaces him because they beat him and lose it. Like let's say it's Prodigy, it's Mars Prodigy in losers quarters. If Prodigy wins that one set, one inside. So because you got upset, wrong tournament to get upset at.
Right. So
I think they're consistent, but like it, but that's the thing. Like it's fair enough, kind of, because like think about it this way: if Tweek would have done how he's normally supposed to do at Genesis, I believe Zach Ray wouldn't have been in. High key, I believe more in Tweek to get this spot than Zach Ray to get the spot, because Zach Ray's not even going. Right. So, like, because Zach Ray and Light tied, they had to play tiebreaker to make it out to decide who got the spot. So if Tweek would have done well, he presumably would have gotten 4 for better, which means him and Samsora would have gotten the spot. So bam, Zach Ray's not in the Summit. And then Mars probably would have gotten the Summit spot because I don't think Zach Ray would have gone to Nimbus. So basically the only person competing was Larry and Mars, and the likelihood that Mars does better than Larry was very high.
Yeah, I'm looking at the seeding, and right now they got Mango winning it. Which I don't think is going to happen, to be honest with you. I really think that it's going to be either if Tweek gets in
or Mars.
Yeah, I would say if Tweek gets in, then I would say Tweek wins.
Wins the Summit? Wins Summit? You mean?
Oh yeah, my bad.
If Tweek gets in, he's winning Summit.
But Tweek has to somehow not get
He has to not choke basically because he's going to be the first seed at Nimbus, obviously.
Yeah.
So he basically had if Leo, I don't even know if Leo's going, but if he is, Leo being there doesn't mean anything. Tweek doesn't necessarily have to win the tournament, but Tweek choking is basically losing to anyone that isn't Leo.
Yeah.
Mating the Summit spot. If it was, I mean, even in a regular tournament, like him losing to anyone that isn't Leo would be considered choking, but like especially for this tournament, I have faith in him. Like he's still got his worst placement is 9th at a 2,200 man tournament. Dude's got
that's pretty good.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So
just a smidgen.
Looking at because you look at people who are in Summit already that are at that tournament are going to be at Nimbus. It looks like Cosmos or not Cosmos, Samsora.
Yeah,
it's not in Summit, but it's going to be there. If Leo's there, then that's a whole other.
Mr. R.
Mr. R too. Yeah,
that's notable enough because Mr. R. I mean, this is going to be his first tournament, and he's going to be playing weirdly because he has an injury and he's not at Summit. But I kind of forgot he's going. He could play well enough, and boom, Mr. R at Summit, which I'd be happy with. But he has health problems, so that might suck for him, but we'll see. But with Leffen there, Salem, Mr. R, Larry, Esam, Mars, probably Samsora, probably Tweek. You can lose, but I want Tweek at Summit, right?
I feel like Tweek should have gotten in the voting place.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He should have been invited.
That's true. That I'm looking at the Melee players or whatever that got invited. That's a whole other discussion on whether they should have gotten an invite or not. But I understand why they did. But it's an Ultimate Summit, it's not a Melee Summit. Regardless, I hope Tweek. I feel like Tweek definitely did, at least alone deserves to get in. So all he's got to do is just be Tweek and play how he's been playing, and he'll get a spot.
Yeah, I agree. He's not registered yet, but I don't like. He says he hated the Summit voting process and that he didn't get invited, but I'm pretty sure he still wants to go, so he's probably considering entering and just hasn't registered or whatever. But if Tweek doesn't go, then the door is more wide open because you have Larry, Salem, Mr. R, Esam, Mars, Schroeder's very good, Prodigy potentially, all fighting for the spot. Because if Tweek was there, honestly, I think Tweek's going to be Tweek. He's going to win or get second at the tournament, which means he's probably made a spot. But no Tweek, it gets a lot more interesting. Can Larry finally play well? Is Esam going to choke like he did at Frostbite? Is Prodigy going to have the same results he had
You
at
said, can
at
Larry
GC.
Perry well? Is that what you just
Larry
said?
Larry going to perform well?
Okay, I thought you said Perry well. I'm like, bro, don't disrespect.
No,
That's
play well
that's
because
hard.
he's been inconsistent recently. So, but like this would be the perfect tournament to finally do what he knows he can, assuming no Tweek, even with Tweek, because he could beat him. But like especially with no Tweek,
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see. But at the same time, like it's not something I'm super looking forward to. It's like I don't know, like we're looking forward to Summit more than anything. I really hope Tweek or Mars gets in, but if not, it's like it's not close enough or hype enough for me to care to tune in inherently just off that. And the tournament itself isn't cool enough for me personally to be like, damn, I gotta watch this weekend. If I miss it, if I miss it, if I'm free, I'm watching it.
You talking about? Are you talking about? You talking about?
Nimbus.
Oh,
Nimbus.
okay. I thought you were talking about Summit. I'm like, boy, you on crack.
Oh no. Nimbus. I'm definitely gonna be eyes peeled Thursday through Sunday for Summit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really interested in watching like how everybody plays Mafia, especially with teeny tiny Zach Ray there.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Ray is Zach Ray is a national treasure, and we should protect him at all costs. He is the most wholesome child I have ever seen in my entire life. He's just a small boy who's from Japan, who wants to just play Smash Brothers with his friends. Like his feet were doing the thing where they dangle on the seat, and he was just like just this wholesome boy. And I'm just like, yo, this is amazing, and this is the type of wholesomeness we need. Just a little bit of wholesomeness. Other than that, it was straight goonery for this tournament known as Frostbite, and I hope to be a part of more of it. But we got more stuff on the way. The precursor to the wonderful Smash Summit that's happening in March is Nimbus. That is what, next weekend? This weekend?
This week.
It's
Yep.
this weekend.
weekend.
Type.
Yeah.
So it'll be really, really interesting to just watch all this go down. And after hearing this double Jeopardy rule that Tweek is facing, I really hope he don't choke, man. I really hope he doesn't, bro, because he could literally just this summit spot that he could potentially get. You know what I'm saying? It could just be like easily washed away if he doesn't get out of pools. But it's Tweek, so he's not only going to get out of pools, but he's going to top 8 this tournament anyway. So no big deal. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because the game is wide open and there is no clear cut winner. But anyway, yeah, I think that's our cast.
Yeah. I don't think there's much more to.
Yeah, that's where we covered everything. I played Wizrobe, and I took him to last.
When you lost.
I took him the last stock, last hit twice.
But you lost.
Just know that happened.
But you lost.
Nobody's beaten Wizrobe. Understand that.
No, Wizrobe lost to someone that I've never heard of.
It's because he SD'd.
He lost.
He didn't. I'm not. I saw it because the dude popped off.
He lost. So you're saying he lost.
He popped off because he beat Wizrobe. I can deal with that. I won way more than any one man could imagine by going to Frostbite, and it wasn't in Smash Brothers. It was something called experience in life. I wanted life by going to Frostbite. When you go to a super major in Smash Brothers and you're a Smash Brothers fan, then you are winning. Even if you go, well, I mean, if you win 0-2 at the super major, you just wasted $100 and something, to be honest.
I mean, you wasted money if you go 2-2, but the when you go, you just want to go for the experience and to meet people and to enjoy sharing the love of the game.
I mean, that's what Twitter's for.
And it's dope, isn't it? So freaking cool, Banjo.
That's what Twitter's for. We can do all that.
All right.
We can do all that on Twitter. To be honest with you, like.
So you're fine with just always Twitter, no in-person interaction.
I mean, we do it.
That's what I'm saying. So
No, I mean we're literally doing it now. Literally doing it now. We're not face to face with each other per se, but we're literally just talking through the internet, which is Twitter. Except this is FaceTime. This is basically
no, I mean, yeah,
FaceTime.
you got it. And when we play Apex later, it's the same thing. You're not wrong. So.
If we play Apex and you don't perform, I'm kicking you off the squad.
Bro, if we play with Fazell, we're not winning. But if you play with me,
Ezel is playing with
Dubs.
us, and we're definitely gonna win. But more on that later.
Hey,
more
I don't
videos.
play Apex Legends.
Do you play
Exactly.
Call
That's
of
why we're
Duty?
not talking to you, Bobbles.
I play Call of Duty. I had my little Modern Warfare 2 Black Ops 1 phase.
Look,
About it.
he's not even a gamer, dude. Like, what a fake gamer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a gamer.
I hate non
Don't worry about Bobbles, dude. He's fine. Bobbles
we'll
is-
win.
anyone who can forward smash
Mega Fox,
and
yeah.
kill him, you're okay in my book.
Sorry.
Right.
I'm look, second best Bowser in Texas, baby. Don't quote me.
No.
Nah, I'm definitely putting
I'm
Bobbles
definitely
as
better.
second. I'm putting Bobbles as second best Bowser in
I'm
Texas.
second best Bowser.
No, you're
Hello, wait,
not.
no, like legitimately Meowser though. Like he's been winning.
Meowser's good too. Meowser's sick. I almost want to go to Sin City just to like meet him and play him. Meowser's pretty good.
His Bowser is pretty dope. Those are the top three Bowsers. Those are the top three Bowsers. Deluxe, you, and then him. Definitely.
Yeah, me. I agree.
No, not you, Dragonite.
Hey, no.
Dragonite, you
No.
don't have a main.
Come on.
Bang. I'll see you next Monday.
Hey, yeah, I'll see you next Monday when we
I'll
play
see-
Uncle Bowser. You'll
I'll
see
see you
the
next Monday.
spice.
I'm not entering a tournament next Monday.
Not coming to Cityscape.
I mean, I'm coming to Austin, but I'm coming to Cityscape to maybe drink and play friendlies. I got Dragon Ball
Not entering?
Fighters.
Why are you not gonna enter? You're gonna enter. Of course you're gonna enter.
I'll enter for
Yeah.
free.
It's a good podcast.
I mean, you might. If people would probably pay for you. to
Yeah,
enter.
you're right. Let's go. Anyway, that's our cast. We would like to give a big shout out to mainline.gg for the wonderful platform that they give us to talk about this amazing game that is Smash Brothers Ultimate. But we will see you guys next week. I'm Banjo.
I'm Drago.
I'm Bobbles.
And goodbye. Goodbye.